Okay. Well, we are now starting the recording once again. Shahzad is great at ending the stream. It is his second profession after teaching IELTS and being an IELTS expert. So yeah, I was giving feedback. I was in the middle of giving feedback to a student by the name of Fazilat. Fazilat, you are here. I'm going to keep you muted, but you can hear me giving you feedback. I'm going to explain it. And then after that, we're going to be asking a question from Mahlio. And then after that, we're going to be giving her feedback. So Fazilat, the first thing is your answer was a little bit too short. I didn't hear a clear connection between the first idea and the second idea. The first idea being the fact that you haven't taken the IELTS test in the period that you wanted to. I guess that was the main idea. Like you didn't take it for a long time. And the second idea was that you were depressed because of your close people and your friends. So even though generally I understand that probably this means that they made you upset because they were making fun of you or something like that, or because they took the IELTS test. I don't know what the situation was. There's no clear connection. I don't understand. So what would be good was to have a sentence. What would be good was what? Bro, I'm retarded. Sorry, it's too late. What would have been good would be to, there we go, to include a sentence at the end saying something along the lines of, they made me depressed because a lot of my friends took the IELTS test in the time when I hadn't. So like that kind of sentence would immediately connect your whole speech, make it delicious, beautiful, very nice. You didn't have that, so it was a little bit too short. That's number one. Number two, a couple grammar mistakes. It is so long time I didn't get it. What? I haven't taken the test, even though I needed to in a very long time, for a very long period of time. For example, that is one way to say it. Grammatically, just this idea is a little bit difficult, so I would recommend maybe reducing it, making it more simple if you're having trouble with grammar. Generally, like a lot of these complex ideas, you can break them down into smaller sentences, and then you can still be more fluent. The key is fluency. That's the main thing. So what you could say is something along the lines of, I needed the IELTS test a couple years ago, but I still haven't taken the test, or I still didn't take the test as of today, or, today is much later, but I still didn't take the test. Something like that. Haven't taken the test would probably be the best. The best tense would be present perfect because it's experience or some kind of thing that you did. Anyway, sorry. Let me continue. Depressed pronunciation. You said depressed, which is incorrect. You need to say depressed. Between S and D, there's no E. The E is just there grammatically, but there's no E in the pronunciation. It's depressed. Depressed by people, a little bit confusing. I think it'd be better to say depressed because of. The word depressed has two meanings. Depressed means sad, right? Depressed. And also depressed is like a depression, like you have something flat and it goes down. That is a depression, like in like that. So if you say I was depressed by someone, it means they took their hand on your head and they went, so like you were depressed by someone. They like depressed you. Yes. So that's my biggest feedback. Work a bit on your ideas, make them flow a bit better, make them a bit more, jonga, jujinga, jinga, janga. Make them more logical, make them more connected, and work a bit on your grammar and pronunciation. Those two things. I hope that kind of got the idea across. Thank you very much, Fazilat. A little bit of long feedback. And last person is going to be, oh man, I'm so late. I had to leave by already. Shahzad, can you do it? Last person?
Come on, yeah, we promise. Let's do the last person. And by the way, make sure after you finish giving feedback that you finish the recording, and we will separately send the video where you give feedback.
That's a good idea. Okay, so last person for feedback. Where is the last person for feedback? Where is she? Where's Mahli? Is Mahli, wasn't it?
Yeah. One moment. Let me find. Hello, raise your hand. Mahli, hello. Oops, here. Okay, found. Hello. Yo, say hi.
Hi.
Yo, how you doing? Wait, give me 1 second. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Mahli, are you ready to get feedback from me? Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit shorter than the other ones. The other ones were like really long. I was trying to get really detailed, I was trying to give really detailed information, but yeah. Are you ready for your feedback?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to ask you the question. I'm not going to ask you what topic you want. I'm just going to give you the topic that I want to give you because I'm an evil man who likes to torture people. Here's the question. Why do some people like to listen to live music while others prefer CDs?
You mean live music like on concerts?
Yes, like concerts.
I think it's a really vibrant. It is really vibrant atmosphere when you are on a live concert because I've been to there a lot. It's kind of really interesting activity for me for doing with my friends. It's kind of very different experience than just listening to music from your phone because you just listen to the music by like singer, and it's like genuine feeling, not like from that's kind of strange. So that's it.
Okay, you had a couple problems with your microphone, so unfortunately I didn't hear a lot of the things. But from the good things, number one, vibrant and genuine, great words, but you made a pronunciation mistake with the word genuine. You did correct yourself afterwards, which is good. But keep that in mind. Like, try to practice the more difficult, high-level words that you know with pronunciation, like through Google, for example. Then this listening to music. So you were describing listening to music through CDs, and you said then this listening to music, which is like this listening to music doesn't sound very good. I guess this way of listening to music would be a better way to explain your idea. And lastly, I would say, I think you said I remember. The last thing is, great job with asking a question. During part 3, you actually have the ability, like they allow you to ask questions about the question. So you can say something like, sorry, I didn't understand the word CDs. What does CD mean? And they're going to say, oh, CD means like a disc. So you can ask about the vocab, so some kind of word that you didn't know, or about the question generally. So you specifically asked about live music. You said, does live music mean concerts? And the examiner, in this case me, he said, yes, it does, because they are allowed to do that, but only during part 3. During part 1 and 2, the only thing they can do is they can repeat the question, because part 3 is supposed to get you to talk about unfamiliar topics. And in unfamiliar topics, very often there's unfamiliar vocabulary, whereas during part 1 and 2, it's mainly about fluency. They're mainly asking you very familiar topics, and they're trying to get you to answer quickly, to answer without making a lot of pauses. So part 1 and 2 are like about fluency, speaking at length, whereas part 3 is about using your brain. So you did a pretty good job. Nice answer. I like it. But unfortunately, I didn't hear all of the things. This is one of the things, by the way, just generally. If you are planning on joining the intensive speaking course number 3, please buy a better microphone, or, for example, borrow a phone from your friend for your feedback session, because it is very important for me to hear you. If I cannot hear some of the words that you're saying, then I'm going to have trouble giving you very, very good feedback. So this is one of the rules of the speaking course. Have a good microphone. Not everyone has access to it, but you can buy a good microphone for like, I don't know, 150,000, 100,000. The microphone that I actually have for recording my lessons, not recording my lessons, but for recording my like videos on the street, it cost me $20, like 200,000, something like 200,000. And so even though that is like 30% of the course, you can like sell it later. I don't know, something like that. Please get a good microphone. It's difficult for me to give feedback. Thank you. So that's it. Thank you all so much for listening to my feedback. Hopefully that was interesting. Yeah.